They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Off of play action, it's Watson. And that is incomplete.
That was the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. It's taken to the 26. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. There he goes, right side. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Rashad Penny, 67 yards. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Cleveland offense ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Watson, off play action. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
You're looking there, the defensive back is maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They begin with a run by Penny. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. 76 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
If you're going to take a shot downfield, 2nd and 1 is a perfect time to do it. You figure you're going to be in heavy run defense, you should have good windows to throw it downfield.
And it looked like there was something there right after the snap, but the defense able to recover.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Dallas got it. 30 yards. And the Eagles have taken a 13-0 first-quarter lead.
Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. Watson on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. His throw incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this point with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit will hold pat at 13.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 2. Penny up the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They keep it with Penny on 1st down. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 91 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this 1st half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Slot man moves right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30.
It's 4th down.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
King, Phil King, Phil King. Foul left Yeti. 63.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This is Smith with the ground. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Swift will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're now watching. You know, but Hold on, you finish.
Okay, my bad.
And you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called a desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, at the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 75 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a first down as well.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 37 yards. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by York is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made at the 26-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Again, it's Penny.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They run out of the gun with Swift. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Tiger swamp, Tiger swamp.
Hurts. They set up the screen to Penny. They find some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space. with big guys leading the way.
Penny, a first down carry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and blitz coming, and down he goes. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Hey, Silver.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now, right? The opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw is Watson. He sets to fire deep.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And this one complete to Smith. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Hurts.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think the coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
They go play action with Hurts. Rolling to his right. This is caught. It's Brown. The end result, 21 yards.
The partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Brown did it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Inside handoff, Penny. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
And now Watson throws another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Flushed out right. Touchdown, Eagles! A.J. Brown, 29 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. The quarterback will keep it himself. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return from his end zone is Grant. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Jakeem Grant. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
63.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. A big pickup of 38.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A handoff to Penny. 137 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson rolling to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football, If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Hurts going to keep it again. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
And as a defensive coordinator, you're almost in a no-win situation down here near the goal line. You know how dangerous Jalen Hurts is when he holds on to it. You've got to be prepared to stay with him. So when he hands it off, if you're slow in reacting, this is going to be the result.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns take over first at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to air one out. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted a picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It was Denzel Ward in from his corner spot there to take him down for the loss. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Now third and goal.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a fourth down. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with first and goal, so they were in four-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The return from his end zone is Grant. Well, now how about this return? And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Watson on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And that is taken in by Njoku. Touchdown! Deshaun Watson on target to David Njoku. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And I think the Browns got it. They did. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier. easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they take a knee.
Things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that, because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.